Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. I may or may not have just dropped the video. Don't say anything. Dude, I plan accordingly. I'm like, listen, they're probably going to drop it like hours from then, because whenever they drop skill kits, it's like 6 a.m. EST. That's the usual skill kit time. For the first time in history, it's like the first time they've uploaded it so early. They put it out at like 12 EST, which is insanity. So shout out to Shift Up for screwing my upload schedule here, but let's get into it. Nikke motion demonstration and skill introduction. Eve uses AR drone 2.0. Eve is an attacker who performs additional attacks when landing critical hits and inflicts debuffs based on the opponent's element. Her burst skill enhances her skills and attack power, allowing her to unleash powerful additional attacks. They tweeted like 6 KR tweets of this, dude. They kept on editing it. They kept on spelling something wrong. It was the funniest thing ever. I'm like, how many motion demonstrations? I thought they published them all at one time. No, they were just publishing Eve 6 times because they had to keep editing it and it resends a noti every time. What pain that was, dude. I just kept getting notified. I'm like, what is this? Every freaking second. We have the motion demonstration over here. Let's check it out and see what they're cooking up here. But for the most part, for the issue of what we see is she has landed criticals and she has to also debuff. So because of that, who knows how it's going to work, just because situational, right? Bosses and such that have immunities, bosses and such that crits again are harder to apply. There's just those things to keep in mind, right? That's seemingly what there is, so plan accordingly, right? It is a collaboration character. It's Stellar Blade, Shift Up's own IP. I doubt they'd make it bad, but again, Shift Up makes like the weirdest calls nowadays. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know, man. So over here, this is what the animation looks like. It's, if you want just waifu, bro, just pull. Like, there's no doubt, right? Eve looks super cool. Her shooting animation is like, well, I don't even know what word to use here. Jiggle intensive? Jiggle intensive? Yeah. All right. Jiggles per second. Up to you if it's something that you're looking for, but definitely speaking on the waifu side of things, if you like Eve, you like this, right? Her burst animation is kind of cool. I obviously think that her summer skin suit thing, right? It was like her splashing the water. I think that looks pretty cool as well, but it depends on what you want. Again, MLB, up to you. Pull, up to you. But that's what it looks like over there. I still gotta say, crazy burst animation, bro. Yeah, it's crazy burst animation. Like, what the hell? So that's there. Not bad. Let me know what you think. Again, you do see her sort of like effects come off over here, like her what are they called? I keep forgetting names today, but whatever. Her frames things. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. So attacker is the type, burst skill 3, assault rifle, and iron. Ammo capacity is 60, 1 second reload time, 13.65, deal 200% damage when attacking core. We got skill 1, skill 2, and burst skill, 40 second, obviously for a B3. Yeah, so activates when entering the battle. It affects self. Impact type exospine, critical rate goes up by 60% continuously. Now, activates after landing, or when landing, 44 critical hits, affects random enemy units. 44 critical hits, AR character. Okay, not like a terrible activation cost, right? Not terrible. Unstable energy deals 240% of final attack as damage, and that attacks sequentially for 3 times. Activates when unstable energy hits the target, affects the target if they belong to electric code. Damage taken up by 10% for 10 seconds. There you go. So if they're electric code. Yeah, yeah, okay. Well, I think we can expect that one, right? Activates, so automatically damage taken up 10% for 10 seconds. Activates when unstable energy hits the target. I mean, you can't lie, that's like pretty solid, especially for electric code, right? If they belong to electric code, that's what that does. So it could, that definitely has, right, a lot of potential. So that's pretty good. Activates when entering battle, affects self. Eagle Eye type exospine. Previous effects trigger repeatedly. Yeah. Attack 50% up of the caster's attack continuously. Max ammo capacity up by 25% continuously. So max ammo capacity up 25%. So remember that helping you proc that quicker. I guess put on Bastion and everything there. And then with the ammo lines you put in, I mean, you know, Potential. Activates when landing 10 normal attacks. Affects self if the target belongs to electrocode. It reloads 3 of the rounds. So 25% up on the ammo capacity. And then you reload 3 rounds per 10 attacks. Depending on how you buffer, depending on how you build her, theoretically, you could get close to infinite ammo. I don't know if it's like 100% you can get infinite ammo, but you can get close to it, right, mathematically? Or am I completely wrong here? 3, 10, 25% upon 60, then expand it off of that. Right? So you could, unless I'm wrong. Affects random enemies, so now this is burst skill. Deals 457% of attack, final attack, sorry, as damage. And that attacks sequentially for 6 times. So 6 of the deals 457. So that's pretty cool. Affects self only, right? Exospine MK2 function, enhance exospine that lasts for 10 seconds. It triggers impact type exospine MK2. The effect is a damage multiplier of unstable energy, which is sequentially scaled. Energy sequential attacks is scaled by 100%, and then triggers Eagle Eye type exospine MK2, and that effect is damage multiplier of Eagle Eye type exospine that's scaled by 100%. So logically speaking, correct? Don't ask me about PvP, because I don't know. Attack sequentially is there, but I don't know if that's PvP wise, so don't ask me there. Definitely though, going against Electrocode, I think that in most cases they're building a stellar blade, like they're building you a character that you might need, right? Obviously speaking, in the context of Solar Raid. There's no doubt that you're gonna probably need this for Solar Raid now, right? Confirmed from that. Iron Week, okay? That's where this is gonna be good. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say here? For the most part, that's what they've made, I think. So would she be a must-have if you're playing, again, Solar Raid? Obviously speaking, based on how her kit is, she's going to be a really good DPS. I don't know about campaign, though. The buffs are there for, like, raw dog in the attack, right? Like, look at it. How much scaled attack you have. So for campaign, you could have it, right? Obviously speaking, like, what is campaign now? Hard campaign, DPS check. So you might have the DPS check here. It depends, because the random enemy thing, it has to be played upon correctly. So I'm not gonna say that it's like amazing in campaign, but definitely for Solar Raid, they're trying to make you a must-have Solar Raid character. Again, in the context of what? In the context of I'm going against, like, yeah, so if you're not going against Electrocode in this case, so if the target belongs to Electrocode, you're getting the 3 reload, which is for her plus whatever, it's pretty solid. And then the damage taken is huge. So in that one thing, if you want to say niche, that's good. But is she like dead where she can't work outside of that as well? I'm not gonna say that she's dead. No, that's definitely not the case. Yeah, still gonna be really good outside of that, but she should for the most part be good. I think that's the case. Yeah, it's just obviously speaking, Solar Raid is the only thing that you really play for. You really have like Pilgrims only end up as your campaign teams. She could be a replacement potentially to hard campaign and like campaign and such. But yeah, she's powerful, right? There's no doubt about that. I don't know how good she's going to be till tomorrow, right? We can put the numbers together and get you a better idea. Recently with the kits, we were able to determine how they turned out, and we were kind of correct. But for this one, I would still say like wait and see exactly how that would go, right? For the most part. So let me know what you think. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I do think she's really good. I don't think that she's like Pilgrim level per se, but it could be. We'll see tomorrow, right? You have to test this 100% on paper. You see all the values and everything. Go from there. Remember, I already said, oh, Siren's mid day 1. How happened to Siren, right? Siren was much better. Still, that shocked me, dude. Everyone was like, Siren's bad. Siren just had low numbers, which is just like weird in some departments. But remember, she was a really good character. So wait till tomorrow. That's what I would say. But for the most part, she does have a pretty solid kit on her. Electrocode niche, yes. But I still think outside of that, she still can be good. Whether or not 100%, I don't know. So let me know what you think. You remember also, it's just like it's literally only a must-have for that potentially. We'll have to see if it's outside of that, a must-have. So yeah, take care, everyone. You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah, because remember, how often does the code come in Solar Raid, right? Who knows how long it takes? So yeah, for here and there that Solar Raid, you're pulling a collaboration character. She needs to be also good in campaign, and then it's really good. And if she's good in multiple content, then it's better. But maybe, right? You have to run Raven together, and boom, that's what does it. We'll see. So let me know what you think altogether.